my mother. She is probably one of the most confident women I know, and she doesn't have the fancy house or the fancy car, the perfect body, but she's confident in herself with the image that she has.
I would say I admire my mother the most, just because of everything she's done for my family and just how she's just always taken care of us throughout the years and just been there.
Is it a cop-out to say my mom?
No, it's not. And why?
My mom. Because as I've watched my mother, she doesn't need help doing things like that. Like, she's a very independent person.
Okay.
Well, of course I admire my mom. She's really strong, and she takes care of business.
Favorite actress, Angelina Jolie.
And why?
She was good, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Probably Angelina Jolie, or because she's sporty.
Natalie Portman, for sure. And I like Natalie Portman because when I was a kid, Star Wars Episode 1 was the greatest movie I'd ever seen in my life.
My favorite actress is probably Angelina Jolie, because she plays some pretty solid roles, and she's a good actress, and she's good looking.
Blake Lively.
Okay, what do you like about them?
I think she's really pretty.
Okay, anything else?
No, that's it.
In the media is that women are very thin and have unrealistic expectations for beauty, which I know is very common with celebrities, but it's a hard goal for the average woman to reach.
A common pattern I see is that they're in perfectly good shape. They have perfect teeth, perfect hair, perfect skin, and that's just not realistic to common society today, like what you see every day.
I think they're being portrayed better and better, but overall, they're still kind of the either a damsel in distress or still kind of only seen as really sexy.
They're usually doing something that involves sexual activities, or they're presenting themselves as sexual objects.
Again, they're like sex objects. They skimpy clothing, nothing on, perfect body, perfect tan.
Probably the damsel in distress thing, that women are depicted to need some sort of help in a lot of situations.
Makes younger girls think that looks is all that matters instead of their abilities and their intellect.
Alright.
I think that these young girls all they see are these beautiful, skinny, unrealistic images, and they feel like that's how they have to be, and it will lead to eating disorders and problems to try to become that way.
Yeah, definitely, people look up to those pictures, magazines, TV, movies, and they do what they do in the movies. And when they're being depicted as sex objects and getting to the top with sex and dressing inappropriately, they mimic that. And that's definitely not a good thing.
Yeah, I'm going to say it would, because if they feel like they have to be perfect, then that's a lot more pressure than a young teenage girl should have to go through.
Yeah, I think it can affect the younger generation of girls, just because if they're not looking like that, they're going to watch these movies and say, oh, well, that's how, these people that everybody looks up to looks like, so I need to look like that too. And it kind of reminds me of, bringing up, the picture of Kim Kardashian that she just leaked. That's not, what people actually look like, and, people look up to her, so they're going to, see that and say, oh, I need to look like that too, but that's, a photoshopped picture, so it's just not.
Sexual objectification is the act of viewing and treating another person's body based on their sexual appeal, usually neglecting other aspects of that person, such as their thoughts and feelings and desires. If you look at media today, you're going to see some common patterns in women. If you look at any TV or commercial or ad, you're going to find these girls with stick figures, straight teeth, flawless skin, perfect women. And that's really unrealistic in common society. When we asked who their favorite actress was, we got answers like Angelina Jolie and Blake Lively. And when we asked them why, they gave us answers because they're pretty or because of that one role that they played in. They couldn't really give us a reason why that they liked them. Whenever we asked them who the woman they most admired in their life was, they all pretty much said that it was their mothers. And they could actually give reasons why, whether it's they're strong or independent or loving. And that just goes to show that, women today in media are just viewed as pretty or just for entertainment. In fact, when we asked how they thought women were portrayed in media, we got answers like damsels in distress and unrealistic figures and sex objects. And whether we like to admit it or not, these are the women that we look up to, that us girls, and especially the younger girls, look up to. And this is how depression and self-esteem issues and eating disorders come about. What are they going to do? They're going to compare themselves to them. So we just want them to know that it's okay to not look like these women in media, because they don't really even look like that. They have professional photo editing and makeup artists. So the point of this video is to show that sexually objectifying women in media is not helping. It's hurting the younger generations of girls. We want them to feel confident and good in their bodies. And so what can we do to stop this? Well, one way is to help raise awareness to stop the sexual objectification in women today.
Let's raise awareness to help stop sex objectification in women.
To raise awareness to stop sex objectification in women.
Raise awareness to help stop sex objectification in women.
Let's raise awareness to help stop sex objectification in women.